4687241. Division of a substitute. The substitute is an element of your point of portion. However, based upon your time sharing, once you correspond with the network, you can also undo the self amount of peripherum. Each peripherum is approximately 6.2 and 3.8 in relation to a mirror, and each mirror, once you correspond with the network, you can also unreflect the U-turn. As each U-turn, the decimal of a formulation, you will pinpoint into the deci, and each deci, you can also conference the material in relation to the developer. As each developer, once you sequence into the application form, you will sequel in the application fee to influx the material and to de-learn the manuscript. As each manuscript, once you hold on into the pathway, you can also share the network into building the relationship. As each relationship, once you share the uneven amount of production, you yourself can uneven the period of Rome. The period of Rome is a deci and also served into Google indexing. As Google indexing is a measurement of time, once you correspond with the network and once you interact with the material to in turn the application form and also to unshare the amount of production to service the fee and to achieve your goals. Once you achieve your goals, you will also conference the network into the decimal by magnifying glass and to even out the attitude of its manner. In that way, once you sequel the application fee, you can unshare the decimal. If it's uneven, you can also out more each time of production to service the fee and to undo the soft tissue. Because in the soft tissue, you can also uneven out the order of investor. As each investor, you will indicate into a non-pollution to turn into UBV1 and UBXMLG896B2 binary hexi times 1148 deci 92417268 correspondence with maturity, uneven amount of production to service the fee and to unshare the amount of awareness. In this relation, once you develop the manner, you will also need to point yourself into the layer. As each layer, you are sequential into the application form and to de-turn the decimal into the alignment of your flucker. And each flucker, once there is an influence, it's a quickie. Once there is an influence, it's a quickie. Once there is an influence, it's a quickie. Because it influx itself into Sandra. Once it influx itself into Sandra, it will time off the element of the composition to unite the unity and to understand the serum. As each serum, the sulfate before the potassium nitrate can interact chemically to make a bomb. And each bomb is an awareness in relation to the damage and demolition. Once in return, once you can share the timing of sharing into the network, you can correspond with the maturity and to even off-tune the amount of service to feed into its reaction only. Because in that correspondence, once you network together as the composition, you can also share the element of the design. In that way, once you interact correctly, you can undo the soft amount of production to service the fee and to also out more the each port of inner peace. In that way, once you sequel into the application form, you will map the condition of pathology and to understand the network. Once you understood the network, you can even out the deci in relation to the development. And each development, you have to know the interaction of the interface. As each interface, once you SQL into the application form, you will unshare into the DESI. At each DESI, you will point yourself into the element of the design once you correspond with the network in relation to your interface. As each interface, once you mark the language, you will also node off into the DESI. And each DESI, you will timeshare into the element of the design. Once you point into the even order of your innovation, you can also off out the amount of production to service the fee and to achieve your non-conversion by metrics. The non-conversion of metrics is a 2241, 2241 T958, T164, T378, T194. Conversion metrics 8431. Conversion metrics 3982. Conversion metrics 1824. Once you correspond with its maturity, the interaction of your intuition, of your mind power, to brainstorm alphabetically and to mathn the condition of your pathology and to understand the aura. And each aura, once you SQL your pathology, the mathematical manner, sorry, I'm just parking the car. The mathematical manner, you will also need to know the composition of a time sharing and to imprint the element of the design. Once you know that, you will SQL into an insurance welfare. The insurance welfare is the E216EM36 E1018 E314 oil crew 8349 8214 1824 1862. I'm looking for a car park. So, oh shit. Sorry. 1824 1729 3864. Division supplement 1829 3824. Consequence of material. Case study completion. In this way, once you element the design, you need to interact with the material to off out the amount of production and to service the fee. In this way, once you network into the correspondence, you yourself will need psych. Because in relation, when you have psych, the relationship will build into a non-pronoun to work good, to element the design and to interact correctly. Once you share the network, you yourself will also need to composite into a time sharing to imprint the technology and to understand psychology. And each psychology, you will off out the amount of production to unpredict the service in relation to the developer. And each developer is a segmentation of your pigment. And each pigment is a skin wave to format into the platform. Once you share into unity and to double U-turn the indexing